Okay, I don't know if it's just me or if our computer is glitching. Mine is definitely glitching. I don't have my little ding bells, but let me do this one. It's Monday. Take a couple breaths. Wow. I have so many things that just went like, bam, bam, bam. I'm like, wow, this is like a lot all at once. Anyway, so y'all, I see it back. If you would like a reading or if you'd like to come on, just pop on. Give me a thumbs up. Things I definitely want to. I'm going to bring Kim on. Kim, are you ready, baby? We'll come on and say hi. My computer is all glitchy, so I don't know if it's with.
Hi, sweet.
Kim, am I glitching?
Just vaguely, but not really. It's not kind of.
I see myself glitching, right? That's so strange.
It's glitching for you, but we can see you.
Okay.
You're
all right,
coming
cool.
in clear.
Oh, look, I glitched. I don't know what's going on.
Is your weather? Internet. What's the weather like there today? Is it windy?
No, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, it's now. Ay.
How you doing, lover?
I'm wonderful. I'm doing good. I was just laying on the couch watching a Netflix movie, and I haven't done that in a while. I've been very busy. My days are full.
Me too. My days are full too. Off some of these extra stuff here. If I disappear on you,
okay,
that would be sad. Okay, hold on. I think that's okay. We'll start there. Okay, you want a reading, Kim? I want to do a reading. I need to get some energy.
Okay, great.
I need some energy. Yeah. All right, let's take a couple breaths. See what I'm gonna do right here. You know?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
I can, and then yeah, I'm hearing you.
It's glitching a little bit though, right?
It is.
All right, well, we can. All right, let me put this in front of me. Okay, so pretty. You've got some relationship stuff going on.
Yeah. My mama there. My mom is going nuts right now. It's just this. I think the stronger I get, our spirits, like our energy is not shifting right.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
Is there some fighting?
Yeah. She thought I said F you to her, and I did not talk to her like that. And she's hearing things that are not happening. And she's just like, very attacking mode on me. She's like attacking me, just pouncing on me. And I'm like talking monotone, and she's like pouncing like a tiger.
Okay, your mother is unwell. She's unhealthy. In this particular time, to come here Whereas you are working on becoming a flower. So you're evolving spiritually, growing, and vibrations are rising, and you're healing. And the little seed that she is cannot understand it. She does not want to see it. She's very, very safe in her little seedling form. Now, when the little seed, they're in the dark. So the energy that she feels right now is lower energy. So sometimes on the outside, she has what look friendly, or what's fine, or seems like it. There's a lot of darkness there, vibrational energy, but that's her soul's choice in this particular lifetime. Not to expose herself as a low. Try to get the little seed to understand, or try to get her to see your point of view. Heal her, because she is in this lifetime, and lower vibrational energy harm you and your lotus flower energy if you continue to expose yourself to a constant basis. You have to be careful.
I know.
Because your energy is here, and she's trying to pull you down. She doesn't want you up there, because you up there are comfortable for her, because she doesn't understand it. She doesn't want you to grow. It's fault. She sustained much damages. So there was some neglect there and whatnot. There was some real harmful stuff that happened to her when she was much younger. And it's personality disorder. Are you aware of that?
No.
Your mother was a narcissist. So
my mom is a
this is
narcissist.
who you're fighting with. Well, if whoever you're fighting with, whoever's your main issue right now, which would be your mother, not your partner.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not funny. It's really serious. It's real stuff. And when it's your mother, you want to plug into it, because it's like you're in a pinnacle cord. You want to plug into your mom. I realize that I do have to pull back right now. It's very hard for me, and that yeah.
Same way, Kimberly. I have a similar mother, so I understand, and I have to limit as much as we our mothers. We can't help but love our mothers and want approval and want our, and we really want our. The reality is, Kimberly, is that for the situation, the soul label means anything. It really isn't labels. Like, that's a mom, so she should behave this way, and that's a dad, and he should behave like your daughter, so you have this. That's not true. It's not true. So you're the soul, and you're different. And so when you're ready, and the fighting, so I also see something happening. So what we have here is that we do not think. We think if we had like.
Wait, Kristen.
We were smarter, like the.
I gotta hear this, but it is glitching. It's really bad. I'm wondering if you should sign off and then restart your thing tonight, because it's really bad connection.
Yeah, let's try that. I'm going to sign off, and I'm going to sign back on.
Yep, that's it. Okay.
Come back.
Okay, honey.
Bye. Let's do that.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do.
I think I got on. My whole system glitched. The whole thing. I went off, went on. I know we were live. I apologize for that. Hi, everybody. Hi, Donna Marie. There's Kimberly. Hey, am I better? My whole computer just like...
I know. I'm so glad you did do that.
Yeah.
I was fighting for every word, hanging on to like every word. I'm like, oh, this is so important. I cannot not hear this.
No, you were right. And I didn't realize it was glitching. My whole laptop, it keeps telling me it needs an update. And I'm like, can you give me a few minutes? And it's like, we really want to update you. I'm like, can you give me an hour? They're like, we're going to update you now. I'm like,
no, go away.
Go away. I don't want to update anybody right now. All right. Okay, everyone. Hi, I'm back. Hi, Rebecca. Hi, Donna. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, everybody. Okay. So I don't even know how Donna Marie ended up on there. I don't know if Joseph popped in or what, but okay. So let's, wait, let's go here. Banners. The whole thing is all glitchy, but so we're reading. So give me 1 second. You're right. This is important stuff. All right, let's pick that one. Okay. All right. So I'm going to show you a picture. I hope you can see it.
There we go.
Do you see that person?
Yep. A masquerade face covering like a...
You see the snake? Okay. This is a person who you would imagine loves, this is going to seem a little harsh, but you'd imagine loves you, should love you, is in a position in your life to love you and really cares about you according to that pretty little white mask they have on. But behind the mask, they secretly don't have the best of intentions for you, and they can't help it. They have a lot of that poison inside of them, and they just don't know where else to put it. So I'm not saying these people are bad. They just have been harmed, and they're toxic. And so she shoots that at you, you know? So now I see a comparison here. So comparison means, you know, the comparison means like someone is feeling like they're not as good as someone else. Like I'm not as good. If I were better in this, if I were a better person, or if I were smarter, if I were wiser, if I hadn't made the choices I made, then I'd be a better person and I'd be worthy of love. So make sure that you're not comparing yourself to anyone else. So trying to be a better daughter, trying to be a better friend, trying to be a better person, that you're not good enough. And if that doesn't fit with you, but I feel like it does, it's somewhere in there. So do you find yourself kind of thinking about that sometimes?
That's like my past self, and I'm retraining myself. I have to love me.
You gotta love you.
Love me, because I'm a good person. I deserve all that. So stop with this nonsense.
Yeah. It is nonsense. And can I tell you where it came from?
Sure.
It came from the people, probably your mom or something in your life, that put those thoughts in your head from when you were very little.
Yeah.
So you grew up hearing something like, oh, well, you're not as good as that person over there. Or someone treated you, or a group of kids were like, oh, you're whatever. And so when you were younger and impressionable, you imprinted those thoughts into your mind like a DVR recorded an old recording system. And so those thoughts repeat in your head. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. You're not good enough. So all we want to do is remind ourselves, like you said, that all accidentally, when your energy gets low because you're around a toxic person or a toxic environment, or just some jolts, something shocks you and your energy drops, that's when the DVR system hits play in your brain and begins to tell you that you're not good enough and that you can't do this and you may as well give up and all that stuff. So we just want to monitor our brain and not think there's anything wrong with you when your recorder clicks on. Just think of it as, oops, I hit play on my silly old recorder, but I don't need that anymore. I'm going to hit stop now. And you just exit the box out, close the screen, and move on. That wasn't for you.
Very good. Yeah, shut it down.
Just shut it down. Whoopsie, that was like some old DVR. I already watched that show. I'm not doing it anymore.
No more.
I don't even like that episode.
No, change the channel.
Change the channel. Change the channel.
I got you, babe. I love you.
Okay, but good. Couple other things. Okay, so all right, so friends are going to be important to you right now. And I don't know, so I don't know how, if you have a lot of friends or if you need friends or what's going on with the friendship stuff. But I want to explain to you what a healthy friendship feels like. A healthy friendship are two people vibrating energetically at a similar level. And so they're like, oh my God, you're amazing. Oh no, you're amazing. I think you're so smart. Oh, but you're so smart too. I love you. I love you too. Not, you're just so stupid. Why do you do stupid things like that? Oh, don't make fun of me, right? So friends who are here, and this friend's gonna quietly say things that aren't true to you versus having beautiful friendship with someone that honors you on equal level. Make sure that your friends are sharing energetically with you, not taking your energy. Because Kim, you have to be very careful with your energy. This is part of your healing process. In fact, the most important thing in your entire life right now, well, forever, but definitely right now, is to keep your energy at a high vibrational level, whatever that means. If there's someone in your life that's dropping it, I'm sorry, they got to go. If there's a situation in your life that's dropping your energy, it must leave. If anything that you find is draining your energy must get cut out of your life for now, until you get very, very stable at holding your energetic field, holding it up. You are solid. You know how to heal your energy. You know how to clear your mind. You know how to hit X on your DVR box. You're managing your thoughts. Only at that point, when you're in a real healthy place, can you begin to bring those people back in, because understand that you know how to heal yourself once you're with them. I kind of call it ministry work, because when you're with those people, it's like you're ministering to them because their energy is so low and they're going to try to pull you down. You must remain above them. It's very important, because the second your energy drops low, that's when all that other stuff comes to play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So again, I see some fighting, right? That energy is going to drop you quick. That fighting is going to drop you quick. And when we drop, all sorts of that, just, you know what happens down there in the depths of all that nonsense. You know, we go into addictions and eating, drinking, all the stuff we're trying to stay away from. We have to keep our energy up. So it's showing me that, you know, you have the courage to do this. And what that means is the opposite of courage is fear. So sometimes we're afraid of making these choices. Sometimes we're like afraid of doing some, like hurting your mom, or afraid of cutting these things out that are hurting us. But it's time for you to take the courage to take care of yourself now. And I know you're studying and you're learning a lot about this. So something that's very important also is boiling your life down to many, many moments. And I'm hoping they're also training you this. And I know you had gone away for a little bit, but so basically, if the world tends to get a little overwhelming and the fighting has happened and you have some toxic stuff coming at you, what I want you to do is boil it down to the beautiful second that you're at, the mini second, which means you're just going to focus on listening. I'm just going to give you that right now. Have you mastered listening? The art of listening?
I'm doing pretty good with you tonight.
Yeah. So when the world is so loud, believe it or not, hone in on sound. This is just all I want to give you right now, because it's a really important meditation.
Are we almost saying, excuse me, I'm sorry. See, silence is golden?
Yes.
Okay.
Silence and listening, both. Gotcha. Now, what's important when you listen is there is an art to listening, which means if we're listening, but we're generating thoughts and words about what we're listening to. So for example, we hear a beautiful bird. And then we're like, oh my God, that bird's so nice. Oh my God, that bird's so cute. I wonder if that bird flies. I wonder if that bird was just eating. I wonder what kind of bird that is. I think that's a mockingbird. That is not listening. Listening is actually just listening, but do not generate the mind to move. No words around the listening. It's a very, very powerful meditation. Silence, yes, here, but silence here too. So listen to the cars as they go by. Listen to the hum of the computer, but just listen to it. Listen to even a click, 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 click. So whenever things get here, I want you to hone in on listening. There are 5 other keys that you can do, but let's start with just that one. And then the next time I see you, I want you to know from the moment you wake up until the moment you're going to bed that you're practicing listening without generating words. That will keep you in moment to moment awareness, because everything that's going on around you at this exact moment, you can listen to. And that's what keeps you grounded in the present moment. Versus if you're not listening, you're thinking. And we don't want to always be thinking about this and thinking about that and going into our past and making plans and thinking, what is this and what's mom? That's where our energy gets very chaotic and our mind gets dizzy and we pick up all this weird stuff because we're thinking. Well, if you're listening, you can't be thinking. Clear listening. So it's a key, and it grounds you out of the mind. So it pulls your energy out of your mind and brings it into the senses and into your body. If you could hold your energy inside of your body with your senses, listening, clear looking, clear smelling, clear touching, meaning we touch something and we just touch it just for the pleasure of touching it. Not like, oh my God, it's soft. Oh my God, there's colors. Oh my God, I wonder who made it. Oh my God, I wonder if it came from China. Oh my God, I wonder what all these mean. That is not what I mean. I mean, just touch it. Touch it. Feel it. Really feel it. Just feel it. You know, don't, oh, it's velvet. Oh, it's black. Oh, it's this. No, that's the mind. And mind has nothing to do with clear touching, clear listening. So practice that. I also see 2 more things. Again, there's this energy that's projecting itself to you. So it's like you're talking and they're talking and we're talking. But we're only talking about like the weather. And so it's superficial conversation, like the tip of an iceberg. But underneath your relationship, there's this giant iceberg of information that no one is discussing. So we're not being honest. There's a relationship that's not being completely honest in your life. So they're not looking at, they only see this much of you. They're not seeing everything else. I want you to keep aware of that, because that also drops your energy and gets you some silly stuff in the mind. The mind. I'm going to show you the mind.
Oh, wow. We don't want that.
No, and it comes from your friends, from your mom, from someone telling you you're good, telling you you're bad. All the it comes all the
Kristen, I've been struggling with this lately. I'm like, I'm not that I'm crazy, but that I've seriously, and I don't need medicine. But this mind isn't. Yeah.
But it's because of your vibrations dropping low, and because your all of the energy, we have lots of energy, is stuck in the mind, and I'm trying to bring it into the body. Because if I can get the energy out of the mind, out of this, and I can bring it to this, which is moment to moment awareness, if we can bring the energy into our senses, feeling, and it sounds so simple because we learned it in kindergarten.
Right.
We learned our senses in kindergarten, Kim, and we didn't realize how valuable they were. But if we can really just boil it down to taste, touch, hear, feel, smell, and that's all you do. I mean, that's it. And I know it sounds silly. I know you're like, what is this girl telling me to do? When
it does. It makes total sense. So right now I just need to be listening, not try to analyze anything, just straight up listening.
Yeah, and not judging. I love it. Not analyzing, not judging. And we have to start small, because if we can touch this and really just touch it without analyzing it, without defining it, without labeling it, if we can practice here, then it becomes much easier with bigger stuff, like someone's coming at you with that energy. What I do is I just listen to the tone of their voice. Ba, ba, ba. I watch their mouth move. I just observe them. I do. Wah, 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 wah. And I'm like, I honor that.
Good.
And I think they could be screaming at me and saying all sorts of nonsense to me and acting all their shenanigans. And as long as my senses are tuned in, I don't do drama or fighting. I don't intake that. I don't respond to that. And I'm not trying to be rude to them in any way. I don't feel that anymore. So like they can be pulling their shenanigans all they want, and I think they look so cute, all stomping around, doing their thing. I'm like, and then when I don't respond at all, and I just breathe and say, how about that? Oh, they just stop because I have no gasoline for their fire at all. I don't even have water for their fire. Maybe a little bit of powder. Like it dissolves into me. Whatever they bring just dissolves. It's a great way to be.
It's a wonderful way to be. I'm trying so hard to master this right now. I'm really trying to get zen on this one because I'm going to accomplish this for sure.
Yeah, come. And I was actually going to talk about this all day today. And since I have so many people, it looks like want some readings, I'm going to do that today. But I'm coming back soon to talk about how to get there. Because it's taken me many years to get there, and I know how to get you there. I really do. So, I'm being kind of led to open this show. I don't know if it's a show, but in the mornings I have a time.
Okay.
I have time in the mornings from like 7:15 to 8:15, and I thought even if people just hear it as a recording, I'm going to talk about this stuff because it heals me to be with you guys as well. It heals my energy. Remember, when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. I'm
beautiful.
Talking to me
That's
too,
so beautiful.
right?
Yeah, it's very helpful and very nurturing, and I really this has helped. This is just abundance. I love you.
All right, I love you too. All right,
we'll come back and check in. And not speaking, listening. Yeah. And don't talk back.
And no engaging in that. No gasoline for the fire. Remember, lotus flower, who you are to the seedlings.
Okay.
Okay. Bye, sweetheart.
Bye. Night, night. Have a good
night.
show. Love
Enjoy
you.
your Netflix.
Enjoy
your Netflix.
Thank
Bye,
you.
baby.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so hi, I have, let's see who I have. Let me go to comments. Okay, let's go back. I have Rebecca. Hi, Becca Boo. Bex. My Bex. Hi, babes. Hi, babes. You can come on anytime if you're not afraid. See what's going on in that beautiful mind of yours. Kimberly, hello, darling. I have not forgotten about you. I know you messaged me, and I have been out of town for the weekend. My daughter went to a cheerleading competition, like a Super Bowl of cheerleading competitions, and went to the finals. And out of like 75 teams in her division, went all the way to 39 teams in her division. And then the final 10, her team made it in the final 10 of like the Super Bowl finals. And then in the end of the whole competition, out of 75 teams, took 14th place. So she did amazing. A lot of hard work, and it was awesome. So we've been partying in Orlando for the weekend, having a blast. So Kimberly, I'm going to respond to your message soon. But today I slept. I got home and slept. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Donna Marie, hi, darling. I am back. Are you there? Hi again. Shared. Thank you, Kimberly, for sharing, by the way. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's do a reading. And then I have Christina Marie in the waiting room. And I have Christina Olson. Hi, loves. Let me know, Christina, Christina Marie, pop on if you would like a reading. And Donna Marie, I will give you a reading right now. Oh, hi. Yes. Okay, right after this, I'll pull you on. All right, so let's see who Donna. All right, Donna. I love that. Is this Donna from Belfast? I think it is. I think it's Donna from Belfast. I love it that she comes on here. Okay. I love that I can shoot my energy into Belfast. So cool. And you can too. The cool part is like it's not. I feel like it's not like I have to go far to reach her. She's right there. Boom. Just like you guys. There isn't any distance between us and our energy. It's kind of cool. I know physics is trying to explain all that. Well, they know energy doesn't like time, space, sound of light, all that interesting stuff. But okay, so you are coming to a time right now where you're going into some uncharted territory. Some, it's like you're about to do something you've never done before, and it's time for you to really trust the universe. What I say by that is they're like, oh, it sounds great. Really get that relationship going with your guides. So for example, every decision I make, I speak with my guides first. I'm like, hey guys, do you approve of this? If I need a clearer message from them, I ask them to light up my yellow brick road. So what that means is, you know, sometimes we don't know which direction to go or what choice to make. All you have to do, I promise you, is say, guides, people who love me on the other side, I need you to light up my path. I need you to give me a clear sign and symbol. And then you wait. I'm not saying it's happening today or tomorrow, but you wait for it. You put it out there. Your guides, as soon as they need you to receive that message, you'll get it. So they're asking you to trust them in this process, whatever process that you're moving. Because I also see possibilities and adventure. So things are definitely changing for you right now. They're letting you know that the entire world is open to you. The life that you want to have is your choice. And what's so cool is I kind of received that message today, that the life that we want is our choice. We can stare at the, you know, the cup. I mean, we've heard this, it's half empty or half full. So someone's in front of you doing their shenanigans. You have a choice. You can either allow them to vent and allow it to pass through you, or they're coming at you with your shenanigans. You get it caught right in you. It links, your energy links, and now we're fighting again, right? So we have a choice. You can have a choice to stay where you're at, or you can have a choice to move on. But remember, it is your choice. There's nothing stopping you. And I see some adventure, and I see trust again. So you got there's some things happening right now. But I see something that's stopping you, something you're a little bit afraid of, is you maybe don't think you're good enough, smart enough, wise enough, that you think maybe other people are better equipped for stuff like this. Maybe other people can do things that you can't do. So you're comparing yourself. But the reality is that's like saying, oh my God, that yellow rose is just ugly. It's so ugly. Like, who would ever like a yellow rose? It sucks. But look at this red rose. The red rose is beautiful, right? So that's silly a little bit, because a yellow rose is lovely, and a white rose is lovely, and a red rose is lovely. Oh my God, and daisies are lovely, and lilies are lovely, and Donna is lovely, and Kristen is lovely, and Christina Marie is lovely, and Christina Olsen is lovely, and we are all gorgeous beings, beautiful beings, wise and smart in our own knowledge and our own wisdom. And every word that comes out of your mouth matters to us. And it's important. Your words are important, and your energy needs to be free to be able to share your wisdom with those who need it. That's why you're here. Your energy is not meant to be stuck and trapped and caught and confined. So if you find yourself there, go ahead and figure out how to fly, butterfly. So source, you know, the source connection of all that is, it's a real living being. And it talks to me, and it's funny, and it's cute, and it's smart, and plays me songs. And I'm not crazy, because it's validated itself many, many times. Like I've said, I've given it so many tests. I've tested it so many times, and it never lets me down, ever. So of the years of us developing this relationship between me and the universe, or God, or source, or, you know, aliens, or whatever it is, whoever it is that's out there, it is communicating actively and intelligently, and it has your back, because it's got mine, and it tells me it has your back. So please rely on it and trust it. Trust your guides. I call them guides. I don't know exactly who or what they are. I do sense, and so I'm an open channel, which just means anyone in the cosmos who wants to pop in there and talk to me can. And let me tell you, there's a ton of things out there. There's time masters, and there's Indians, and there's spirits, and there's extraterrestrials. There's also our guides, and lots of channels. There's spirits. There's the whole source. So what the source is like the vibrational energy that, it's like it's like this, and then all of us, the ETs and angels and me and you, we're extensions of it. We are manifestations of source, and source is the unmanifested flame. You know, it's the stuff we're made of, and it loves us, and it loves you, and it wants that relationship, and it wants you to trust. And it does let me know that you're aware of what's going on, and you're aware of the situation that you're in, and that perhaps you're probably right now, I can tell you, with a person. I don't know who this is, but this person has a real like loving face, but they do not have the best of intentions for you in your life. So they are not wishing you goodness. In fact, they kind of like to hurt you, and they like to keep you down. They like to control you. They like to gaslight you. They like to manipulate you. But they sure look good, and they seems okay, and it seems fine, but it's not. And they are letting me know that you're aware of this. And they're asking you to move into a phase of silence. What that means when these two energies pull together is that kind of the time of fixing things is over. The time to like try to make it work is over. And whatever this relationship is, it's time for you to just kind of be quiet about it right now, figure out what you have to do, and figure out how to make that happen. There's no need to share your energy anymore. It's time to get that relationship with yourself and move into a phase of silence while you're figuring out, and while you're healing, and probably planning and figuring out how to make your energy free the way it needs to be free. Again, they're telling me, you know, that you're receiving their messages, that you are a lotus flower, and they're communicating to you. So keep that communication open, move into that silent phase, connect with yourself and connect with your guides. This is the only things you need to do right now. Also, just a bit of advice towards this, because there's going to be a lot of things going on. You're going to have a whole lot of things going on. You're going to have this thing and that thing and this thing and that thing. Oh my God. And don't forget about that thing. Wait, and I like 4 other things. Oh my God. And there's that thing. I forgot about that thing. If you're making a thing out of everything, there's going to be 1,000 things that you can't deal with. But these things are not in your control. You're going to have to trust your guides when they're giving you all sorts of these things, and you're going to be like, can't deal with anything else. Have a no thingness. I call it no thingness. No thingness. So it's like, oh my God, you need to be upset about that. I'm like, no, I don't. No, thank you. Oh, what about this thing? You really need to think about this thing and analyze this thing. No, thank you. I'm going to X that out too. So I'm not going to be worried about things anymore. I'm going to trust my guides. I'm going to trust the universe, and don't judge what's happening. Don't be like, oh my God, this is bad, because you don't know. Don't make a thing out of it. Do not make a thing out of it. Let the universe do what it has to do to clear your energy. Trust them, because they got your back. All right. Love you. Hope you heard that. Okay, here we go, Christina Marie. Come on. Hi, doll.
Hi, doll.
How are you? Is this your first time on the show?
Good. No, my second.
Your
and I
second?
missed your birthday. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
that's
meant to come to your birthday. I did. But things happen, so.
Okay, love you. I understand. You know what? My birthday was perfect for what it was, right? It was amazing.
Nice.
It was amazing. I have to say, though, you know, what was interesting is I had so many different energetic pockets in my life, all converged in one place. So it was a little bit of an energetic disrupt. Like, it was more disrupting than peaceful, I must say. But
I'm sorry.
Once, no, it was.
But happy birthday!
I have my family energy. I had my work energy. I had my spiritual energy. I was like glitch. My energy pockets like, but once I loved everyone, said my goodbye, I was able to relax for the rest of the night and then enjoy my birthday. All right, Christina, would you like a reading?
Yes.
All right, take a couple of breaths for me. Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Wow, I didn't like that.
Okay, so sometimes when we want so badly for something to be a certain way, and we're trying so hard to make it be a certain way, and we're talking and we're talking and we're trying to get people to understand, we're trying to get people to see our point of view, and we're spending so much energy trying to fix it, change it, make it the way we need it to, make it the way we see it, make it so, because we see what it could be, but it's us.
But it's not that way sometimes.
It's not, so you're wasting a whole lot of energy there, talking, trying to fix, trying to heal, trying. So they're asking you to move into silence, which means just kind of stop. And you're going to need to turn all of that energy that you're trying to send out, and you're going to need to turn it right around and spend it on yourself, which you probably haven't done that too much before.
No.
Yeah. So it's time for you to get that relationship back with yourself. And that's the only thing that matters right now, because you've been too much outside of yourself trying to fix things.
Very true.
So it's about loving you right now. It's about being kind to yourself in your words. It's about being patient with yourself. It's about learning what self-love even means to you, because you don't know. What do you even really like to do or love to do? Or do you really know who you are anymore? So it's time to get that love back. And maybe there's going to be some things that, some people who may not be happy about that, but it's not about them anymore.
It's about me.
Yeah. It's got to be about you now. It's been about them long enough. And now it has to be about you now. So you're going to have to be strong here. And so stop talking. Just stop.
Well, I've been listening. Like the last time I talked to you, you told me to like listen to the birds and the earth and the grass, the dirt, and just like focus on that. And I have been. I have been doing that. I have been doing that.
Good. I see her. She's
like
right
the
here.
butterflies. When I see butterflies, like I think like that butterfly bloomed and like is living life, and that's me. Like I need to be a butterfly and live life.
Yeah, because you have a lot of possibilities in front of you. Like your life hasn't really even begun. You have so many things ahead of you. You have a vast world that's waiting for you. I see it. So many different possibilities for your life. So it's not over. You haven't reached an end here. You haven't. You're just getting started. You just have to move, and I'm showing that you're aware of this. So I see an awareness, which means like kind of the wool isn't over your eyes, that you've pulled back the curtains, you're seeing the situation for what it is, and you're going to try to move past whatever fear you have inside, because that fear is old stuff. It's like, oh, I don't know. It's like they're asking you to make some real courage, some real like courage.
Yeah, like I've been always shy in my life. And I've learned, like, since I taught you last, like, becoming open, like, being more, like, out there and, like, dancing, like you said. Like, I, like, went out dancing and I was like, I'm going to, like, take off my boots, and I ended up taking my boots off, but you know what I mean. But I, like, danced. I danced, and I felt good.
I know. I love it. And that's what I see here is, like, you have an entire world is like, they're waiting for you. They're like, come and play with us. We have a whole world for you. Where you're at isn't your end game. It's not your end game. But you're going to need to muster up all that courage. So courage means like, courage is hard. It's hard because the opposite of courage is being afraid, so I don't know. Like, I'm like afraid to do those things. I'm like afraid to make those steps. I'm like afraid, like, what's that going to be like? What are those people going to think of me? Am I even going to be strong enough to do all that? I know.
Exactly.
Yeah. So whenever you get those thoughts, I want you to remember that the opposite of that is courage. And there was something that said it only takes a few seconds to make a courage. It was a beautiful thing. 30 seconds to be strong. Just find that courage and be like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not going to think about it. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, what if? I'm going to not allow myself to do that in my head. And I'm going to just make a decision. Just going to make a decision, and I'm going to go baby steps. Be patient with yourself. Because it's about self-love. So you have this amazing ability to love inside of you, and you're so kind and loving and compassionate. I want you to be kind and loving and compassionate to yourself. All the love that you've been sharing outside of you to everyone else, I want you to turn it into yourself now. And if you have to separate you from you for right now, and you've got to take care of you, do it. This one's got to take care of that one. So it's okay. Be patient. It's okay.
Right, so, wait a minute. So how do I do that? How do I like separate the two?
Well, there's a part of you, I want to call it like your little girl. She's inside of you, and she's been there since she was very little, and she's been told many things like, you can't do this, you're not good enough, or be quiet, or just obey, or be a good little girl. Don't speak unless you're spoken to. Obey yourself. So you didn't really, the little girl in you didn't get all those boundaries, and she didn't find her voice, and she didn't learn how to stand up for herself and take care of herself. And she maybe at one point knew what she wanted, but it didn't matter to anyone else around her. So she was just made to do things that she didn't want to do, and made to obey, made to be good. And so now as adults, we still have that little girl in us who's like, I don't know, like you said, I'm very shy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never really done that stuff before. So what I do when my little girl pops up, and I even see her, she's a cute little thing. She pouts and gets me in trouble. And I say to her, listen, I love you, and it's okay that you feel that way, but that's not how we feel now. That's not us anymore. We've grown up and we're taking care of ourselves now. But I talk to her because I say to her, like, how are you feeling? Because back in the day, she was feeling upset about something and no one paid any attention to her. And no one's going to pay any attention to her now. It's just going to be you. You got to pay attention to her. So if she's feeling afraid, you're going to tell her that you have nothing to be afraid of. We're going to have some courage. We're going to take these steps. But if you're still afraid, it's okay. I forgive you. I'm going to be patient with you. So I'm not going to be like, you're afraid, you can't do this, right? I'm not going to punish her for feeling this way. I'm going to love her and tell her it's okay. We're going to try again tomorrow. And if you want to go lay in bed, just enjoy the comfort of your snuggly bed, and you enjoy laying in bed. That's okay. You know, I'm going to nurture her like she needed to be nurtured in the past and wasn't. So I take care of her, you know, I take care of her. No one else is taking care of her but me. And she comes first now in my life. Now, even my kids, they want. And I'm like, I understand that everybody wants something from me, but I'm going to ask my little girl first, Kristen, how are you feeling? Well, I'm feeling okay, but I'm a little tired. Okay, well, can we go and see them and do what they want and then come and take a nap? Is that okay? Well, yeah, I think that would be okay with me. Versus, all right, I just have to go do this. I don't care that you're tired. I don't care what you need. You need to get up and go help those people. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
That makes sense. Yeah.
And it's okay to do that. It's going to feel a little selfish to begin with.
I feel guilty.
Yeah.
Very guilty to do that, and I have to learn to do that.
Baby steps. You do have to learn to do it, and you're not going to tell anyone that you're doing it. That's the silent part, because it's not for anyone's opinion. If you tell someone what you're doing, they're going to try to knock it down because they may not understand it. So it's about you. And it's about you and your relationship with you, no one else. You know, when you're in a partnership with someone, you don't spread all your stuff out to everybody for their opinion, right? It's the same thing. You want to keep this here and protect yourself right now. Protect and you don't have to say, no, I'm taking care of myself and there's nothing you can do about it. It's not about that. It is about, well, I talk to yourself. What do you need? I need a nap right now. I'm tired. All you say is, I'm going to take a nap for a few minutes, and then I will come out there and I will be there for you. Period. End of story. It's not open for discussion. I'm not like, is that okay? Are you all right with that? It's not about them anymore. It's about you.
Do you see a boyfriend problem?
Yep.
That could be like lingering me to do the right thing.
Yeah. I see. So I'm going to keep going. So your next card is about energy in your life. And I, like with Kimberly, it happened to be her mother. So I don't want to say it's a partner, but there is an energy right now that's pulling that does not see you for who you are. So I don't know who that is, but they see only what they want to see. They don't actually see who you are at all. They see the tip of your iceberg, just the tip. They do not see your depths and your loves and your passions and who you are as a person. They cannot see you, but you also feel the same way about them, where you're only seeing this. And because I feel like if you guys actually saw the whole thing, you may not like each other. There may be some there's some stuff on there.
No, that's so funny, because the last time I talked to you, you told me to get a tarot deck and start like playing with it and like feeling with it, and I did that, and it was probably my fourth like layout that it kept coming out like really bad with a man, like the Emperor kept coming up. Like every time I did the reading, like Emperor. And like I was like, oh my God, is he holding me back from being my true lotus? And I felt that.
I see it. And okay, so we're almost there. Let's keep going. So I'm going to say yes to that. So I do see that that things are going to shift and change for sure. That you have what they say is an adventure ahead of you. And what that means is like, we're going on an adventure, and an adventure is a place that we've never been before, doing things we've never done before, experiencing things that are new to us, that are exciting to us, because it's a yellow brick road adventure. So it's one that's being watched, monitored, and protected. It's one that you're being led to take, which means your path. Now, mind you, things have to move around and shift. So in our mind, not everything is butterflies and daisies. We still got bumblebees and mosquitoes, right? But you're going in the right direction, down the yellow brick road path that's being led by your guides. A couple things are going to get in your way. You're going to feel like an outsider, or maybe it's actually showing me that you feel like that now. So it's like you're looking out there and you're watching all of these amazing people, and you're like, oh my gosh, look at that, and look at that, and look at that, and look, oh my God, look at that. But you're not doing any of it. You're like looking at it from over the fence.
I'm
you got
trying.
your eyes over the fence going, oh, it's so fun. But I haven't done it yet. Yeah.
I'm trying.
Yeah. And that's okay. As long as you know that you have fake bars there, you can unlock the gate. You know, you just got to know it's there. You know, you have to know when your mind starts telling you things like that. But now guess what I see though? Guess what's also stopping you?
What?
You have a lot of opinions, people, because I believe you're not moving into quite the silent phase yet. So you have a lot of people giving you their opinions about what is good, what is bad, what you should be doing. You should be doing this. You should be doing that. You should be doing that. What about this? And they're talking, maybe gossiping. And they think.
That's my mom.
Yeah, they are going to tell you.
My mom passed 3 months ago, and I hear a lot of like, oh, but your mom, and like, but she's not here, so I'm doing what she wants. And they're like, no.
Yeah, all those people, no more chit-chatting all the time with them. And here's the thing. Yeah, try to lessen the chit-chat. But if you have to chit-chat, Christina, you must
I do have to chit-chat.
Clear,
nice.
Correct. But listen, clear like water. This is very important. The chit-chat must go right through you. It must pass through you. You cannot be listening and accommodating and letting it capture you, and then you're trying to figure it out and you're trying to analyze it and it's in you, and you're no, they can talk because they mean well. I'm sure they're talking out of the best of intention.
So just let them vent and let them like vent to me, but the venting has to go from here to there.
And honor their nice words. You can hear the hum of their voice. You're doing ministry work. But don't take it intake it swallow it and try to figure it out. That's not for you anymore. I'll show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see her. Do you see her?
Oh, I can.
So
That's
see all
my
those
mama.
people telling her what to do, and she's like, I'm
That's
good.
my mama.
Thanks so much.
That's my mama.
All right, so now I
Kristen.
all right, you're almost done. You're almost done.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I do see that this path, what I'm talking about, this yellow brick road, this adventure, and is to be walked alone.
Oh.
It is to be walked alone for now. And we are not lonely, because we're never lonely when we love our guides, when we love ourselves, when we love our mom and our people on the other side, and the birds and the butterflies and the bees, and we are never alone. I mean, we are so loved and so cared for. Yeah. But it's meant to be walked alone. You will not, me too. Every time I pull a card, this is I'm alone right now. I'm on this path, not forever, but for now I will walk alone. And there is no person in my sight for now, which I'm okay with, because I'm learning how to love me. And so this relationship I'm telling you to work on, I'm working on every day.
They love me. I need to love me.
Yeah.
More than I love everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not easy. And it's something that you have to practice every day. So it's not like, okay, good, that makes sense. It's like, no, every day we have to be like, wait a minute, is this something that's caring for myself, or is it something that's a form of self-harm? Am I, overstretching myself? Am I giving too much of myself? Am I exhausting myself? Am I listening to all these people and trying to make them happy and trying to accommodate them at the expense of myself? Most likely the answer right now is yes to all that stuff. Yeah. So you have to slowly, without saying anything about it, you do not need to say anything, I promise. This is an internal journey of protection. It's internal. This is about Christina going, I know she's talking, she means well, but we're not listening to her. We're just appreciating the advice. But then afterwards, we're going to clear our energy, let it go like clear water, and rebalance ourselves. So, all right, a couple more cards. Again, with the relationship thing, and I have this card too, and that just means I want so badly for it to be what I want it to be. I want so badly to have that guy be what I need him, or, and I just want to see him with my rose-colored glasses and be like, it's really not that bad, is it? I mean, we can work it out, but for me, it's not true. It's not there. It's not there. And no matter what way I look or turn or try to make it work, it's not there. So I have to stop spending so much energy in that area, dreaming and daydreaming and just wanting and thinking and wishing, and it's just not there. And we're spending a lot of energy that's wasted there. So last bit of advice are two things. Slowing down just a little bit. And what that means is, if your mind's always thinking, planning, making structures, we have to do this, we have to do that, we have this tight schedule, we have so many things we have to do, we're not able to really slow down a little bit and take care of ourselves and take our time back. Take your time back. So don't let time speed you up. But you don't have time for that. Oh, you don't have time for that. Oh, you want to take care of yourself? You really don't have time for that. Oh, you want to enjoy yourself? We don't have time to enjoy ourselves. We need to get 4 more things done, and we have 5 minutes to do it. So we're not living our life in the most beautiful of ways. The moment I catch myself doing that, I will sit there for a solid minute or 2 minutes and be like, oh, you don't think you have enough time? We're going to sit here until you know you have enough time.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't care if it's a minute or 2. Sometimes I can't even sit still for 2 minutes, and I will sit there and stare at my clock. I mean, like, you're not moving. You're not moving. And I'll look and I'll already start thinking, oh, wait a minute, I have to do that thing. And I'm like, my 2 minutes are not up. But those 2 minutes really reset my energy, and that's something for me. And then I appreciate my walking. I appreciate even the air on me. I appreciate the smell of the laundry and the smell of the soap and the textures. And so those 2 minutes, when I feel like I don't have time for that, really resets my energy. And from that, I see that, again, you came through like some shadow work, and we all love our shadow work because it's tough to go through our shadow work, but then comes something beautiful and a rebirth and a butterfly. And that is what's happening with you right now. So you're really just getting started into that full lotus flower. So you're on your way. You're making it. It's happening, whether you want it to happen or not.
Thank you, Kristen.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate it so much. I
Thank
love you.
Mwah. Love you too.
God bless you.
Mwah. God bless you too. Bye, baby.
Bye.
Hi. Okay, so Kimberly, again, thank you for sharing. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go here, remove. Okay, yay. Kimberly says, sounding like beautiful. Thank you. Kimberly, thank you for sharing. She says, that's awesome. And Donna Marie says, yes. I hope that was on my reading. Okay, and then Kimberly says, if you'd be honored, I have a word. And so that's yes. Christina Olson, I'm going to get to you. I'm going to get to Kimberly first. And then I will read you, because I haven't read you in a little while, so I want to check in with you, see how you're doing. And then I have Afia. May I get a reason? Yes, Afia. Okay, here we go. Kimberly. Okay. All right, so here we go. Let's click this off. No, I'll keep it on. Okay, so Lotus Flower Kimberly. You are a spiritual being, probably a channel, an empath, a light worker, someone very powerful who came to the earth to heal and to grow and to help the earth raise its vibrations. Having said that, you're like this lotus flower, but you are all around the little seedlings, and a little bit of darker, lower vibrational energy. And so here you are like, guys, it's amazing up here. You should come. The air is great up here. And they're like, we do not get you at all. You're weird. You're strange. We don't understand you. So you're around a lot of people who do not understand who you are. You're around people that are really not light workers. They're not your tribe. Now, we may have been born into this, or just by external circumstances like work, relationships, families, they're all around you right now, but they're not like you. And I don't want you to try to identify your self-worth through the eyes of the seedlings. Or let's say you're a lion and they're sheep. In no way am I offending the sheep at all. Sheep are super cute, but they're not lions. And we love the sheep. They're adorable. Like I said, fuzzy and adorable. But to try to explain what it means to be a lion to a sheep is not clear to them. So again, please do not place your self-worth or your identity through the eyes of these particular people in your life. Find your tribe. People like me, people on this show, meetup groups, yoga groups, people like us where you can be yourself, you can be honest, you can speak about who you are, and you can actually begin to really learn who you are. Because I'm sure that if you're around all people like this, you're not even sure who you are exactly and what your real potential is and really why you came here, but you know that you may be missing something. Okay, so there's also an energy in your life that is really, really non-compromising. Non-compromising energy. What does that mean? That means that just someone is really not willing to meet halfway. Things are really black or white, good or bad. That should have happened and that should not have happened. So there's nothing in between. So even if you're like, well, wait a minute, there's some gray area here. There is no gray area. Well, could you maybe see it from my point of view? No. Well, there's another perspective, that perspective is wrong. That can be really draining sometimes, and that can really lower your energy. And it can be very oppositional. So sometimes you just need some kind of energetic flow with the person in your life. Like someone like your tribe is going to say, well, there's these gray areas. And someone of your tribe is going to say, oh my God, I love those gray areas. Have you heard about these shades of gray? And you're going to be like, I know those shades of gray. And then it's going to be like, oh, well, can you see my perspective? And it's like, I can see your perspective. I have a different perspective, but I can see your perspective. That's not what's happening in your life. So I want you to keep in mind of that, because it's a real energy drain. When your energy gets so drained, it pulls you right back into your shadow self, right back into your shadow work, right back into the place we don't want to go, because inside all that shadow stuff is the addictions and the pain and the suffering, the sorrow and all of that stuff. So we want to try to keep above that energy, but non-compromising energy in our life pulls us back down there. So I also see that you have a lot of coming from a place of shadow work. And again, in our shadow work, we go down into the depths, and we learn all these very difficult lessons and these hard lessons and these struggles. But what's so beautiful is coming up on the other side to the sunlight again. I do see that this is happening to you right now. So you're coming to a time of light, a time of love, a time of compassion. You're getting another petal on your lotus flower, which is amazing. Whereas again, the sheeps around you, they're in their seedling form. They're lucky if they even have a little sprout. You're getting your petals. This is the difference. I do see that you're holding on to some stuff that's happened in your past, and you're feeling really guilty about it. Decisions that were made, words that were spoken, things that were done, things that happened. It's making you feel guilty. And the thing is when you're feeling guilty, every time you try to move up and move into the sunlight and move into the amazing being that you are, the powerful lotus flower that you are, yeah, but that happened. Yeah, but I said those things. Yeah, but I experienced this. Yeah, but I'm just not good enough. And it just pulls you back down. That guilt pulls you back down. Get rid of it right now. Let it go. Give it to God. Forgive yourself. Accept that the situation already happened. It's in the past. We can't go back and undo it. Can't go back and unsay it. We can't go back and unexperience. We cannot, right? That's against we don't have a time stone. The only thing we can do is let it go so that it doesn't further weight us down, and make healthier choices moving forward right now. We just make a healthier choice right now. It's the only thing we can do. So time to bring some fun back into your life. Find your tribe and remember what it's like to play. Remember what it's like to not make a thing of things and go be silly. Go to the beach. Go to yoga. Go dance around in a moon dance. There's lots of fun moon dances around. There's lots of fun spiritual events and tribes. There's yoga on rooftops. There's yoga on the beach. This is what we need to do. We need to bring some light energy back into your life so that you can use that light energy to move yourself out of some of the shadow work and to keep your vibrations high. I see some sorrow that's happened as well. So again, same as guilt, same as sorrow. These energies weigh you down and keep you down, and you're holding on to them because we're going back and replaying what's happened and redoing the situation in our mind and going over it again and again, and then making ourselves feel bad. Back down into the shadow work, back to not feeling healthy again. Remember, we want to feel healthy. So playfulness, yoga, beach meditation, books on tape, that's old books on tape, but all meditations, finding your tribe, letting go of the guilt and letting go of the sorrow. We can't undo it, fix it, change it, make it so it didn't happen, but we can forgive ourselves and accept it, cut the cord, give it to God, give it to where it has to go. Honor that you were at a different vibration pattern when some of these things were experienced. You were in the lower energetic stream. When we go into the lower energetic stream of a shadow time, all we see is everyone collectively puts all their thoughts into this lower energy, and we like plug into it like cell phone chargers. So I'm not good enough. I'm bad. I'm this. I'm all the bad stuff, and everybody puts it there. And when our vibrations are low, we're in it like it's like flooding over our heads. And when we're there, we make unhealthy decisions for ourselves. That's a symptom of being stuck in this low energy. So there's no real guilt that has to be associated with it. You just have to understand that we made choices because we were aligned in that energetic field. The choices we made were manifestations because that's the gasoline we had pumping into our system, is the low stuff, the icky stuff, the stuff that doesn't feel good, the unhealthy stuff, the self-harming stuff. We had plugged in, not your fault. It's not your fault. It's just something that happens here on earth. And we were lowered it and we plugged into it. And then we made choices and decisions according to our energy source. It's really that scientific. Technically, the choices and decisions and words are not really your fault. Right? I don't want to like get, if you don't want to let yourself off the hook that easily, it's just, let's call it scientific. Those are manifestations of a lower vibrational energetic field. The unhealthy choices that were made and the sorrowful, situations manifested because of the low energy. And that's why it happens, because it's like, ew, that wasn't good. I don't want to stay here. This doesn't feel healthy. And source is like, yeah, good. Come back to the light. It sucks over there. Come back to the yellow brick road. Because as we move off of our yellow brick road, we have this beautiful path of yellow brick road that we all walk upon, and it's light and love and compassion and service. And if we're not there, as we veer off either side, it gets a little darker and it gets a little darker. And now we got thorns, and now we're bleeding, and now we're struggling. And as we move further and further off of our path, things get worse and worse and worse. Car accidents, illnesses, sickness. As we head to the outskirts, murder, death, suicide, drugs, all of it is at the outskirts. But there are steady, slowly little baby things that happen in the meantime, because the yellow brick road is like, hey, it's dark over there. You're going to get hurt. Come on back. Come on back. And there's always light there. There's always that light choice. There's always that lifeline. The second you're like, you know what, I'm done. And sometimes we have to go through these things so that we understand, oh, shoot, I'm plugged into the wrong source energy. I need to get into the light source energy. I need to stay in the light, because in the light, these things cannot exist in the light. All right. So no more guilt and no more sorrow. Okay. Now I see some, again, with that non-compromising energy, I do see some energy in your life. I'm going to let you put it where it belongs, but it's a relationship with someone who doesn't see you for who you are, truly, authentically. They see just a surface of you. They see what they want to see. They see the label. They see the story that they've created about who you are, but they cannot see who you are, right? We're at the iceberg again. They see the tip of the iceberg. It's a cute little mountain. It's a baby ice mountain. And you're like, no, I am a gigantic iceberg. I can take out the Titanic if I want to. And they're like, no, that's not who you are, because all I see is this. So they're not seeing you, but in the turn, you're not also accepting the totality of who they are as well. So there's some honesty that has to be really faced there, and that relationship needs to be addressed. It is a relationship thing. So traveling, you're going to be traveling, moving, which means things are going to be changing, things that you may not quite understand, but things are moving and things are traveling, because there is like, and chains are breaking. So chains are breaking. Things are moving. Watch that oppositional energy. It's a drain to you. I see some exhaustion in your environment right now. I see some energy. It's really exhausting and making you tired. What that does, pulls you back down. So remember, we have to watch and monitor the external circumstances in our life that are draining our energy, dropping our energy, plugging us into the sludgy stuff, and messing with our head. All right. So it's time for healing. It's time for this to be healed now in your life. It's time for a new adventure. It's time for you to take a couple clicks to the west, get back on your yellow brick road. There's going to be a little bit of time happening. I give it 6 months to a year. Like, this doesn't just happen in tomorrow. You got a little bit of time ahead of you. But moving into this, you're going to move back into a time of playfulness and a time of innocence, a time of just self-love. And you're actually going to be able to connect with animals and like bugs. Like, you're going to see a bug and you're going to be like, I feel your soul, little bug. And little bug's like, I feel your soul, big human. So it's a beautiful time that's coming your way. Once you take these few clicks and you clean up some of this energy, you have a really beautiful life, that's coming your way. So if you so choose to walk down that yellow brick road, it's waiting for you, Kimberly. Mwah. Best of luck. All right, Christina Olsen, I'm bringing you on. Hi, darling.
Hello.
Oh, I'm so glad to get to see you. Hold on, I'm going to put something cute on our background because I like rainbows. Let's find something fun. This one's my favorite, but I have all these pictures of my son on here. Hold on, let's see. Okay, she's pretty. I like her too. She's kind of like looks like, isn't she like looking at us? I feel like she's looking down on us and protecting us and honoring our readings. All right, Christina, take a couple breaths. Would you like a reading?
Yes, please.
I'm going to mix the cards up a little bit. They've had a lot of energy tonight. All right, here we go. Wow. Been doing some work? You got some changes? You feeling good?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Good job. You still have some stuff, obviously, from stuff, but I can see a lot better. Okay, so it's great. The first 5 cards are like beautiful cards, which I love. That means like we're doing the work, we're getting there, so I see trust. So when trust pops up, what's the opposite of trust is doubt. So there's maybe some doubt on potentially some things that may have to happen, but they're like, no, I need her to completely trust this process. Trust what we're bringing to her. Trust what's in front of her. Trust that the universe is watching out for her. Trust that some of the things that may be coming are from us and not accidentally. So I do see that you've reached a time of spiritual maturity and spiritual flowering, which is a beautiful place to be. So it means that, you know, you're doing the work. You're making the effort to keep your energy up. You're making the effort to maybe listen to your meditations. You're not allowing some of this stuff to get you down. You know, I see that you're doing the work. I also see that you have the ability to be like this spiritual guru type person if you want to. And that doesn't mean you have to do what I do, but you can be a major source of light for all those who are around you. So, and I think maybe now I'm remembering, we did speak about that. You being the source of light, you bring the light to the work, you bringing the light at home, you bringing the light at the supermarket. Forget finding the light, forget seeking it, create it, which means you're not allowing things to get in your head and hurt you and drop your energy, but you do still have that energy around you. I can see it. You know, it's still there. Some of that burdensome energy, that energy is kind of running you around, that energy that's saying, oh, you need a break, you don't get one. And, you know, sometimes you could be doing that even to yourself. So you want to watch this energy. So there is that, like, that energy that, all right, I'm not going to go there yet. Hold on. So source is pulling. So, okay. You're connecting with the universe in a way that, I don't know if it hasn't been done in the past, but in a really close and intimate way. So when you're outside, you understand that the universe is loving you and the music is playing for you and the sun is shining for you and the wind is blowing for you. And like this guy, I love him because I know this guy. I understand him. Now, it's not a man. It's, this guy is at spiritual peace. And like, for example, when I glitched into spiritual peace, it was accidental because I really hated cockroaches my whole life. And I was like, they deserve to die. Everyone else can live. cockroaches have to die. And then when I glitched into this energetic world, I looked at this little cockroach and I felt his freaking soul. And I was like, no, oh, he's a little being. He means me no harm. Just be gone, little cockroach. And I can't kill anything. I will pick up an ant and I will relocate him. I don't just like put him outside. I put him on a little leaf, what looks like would be a good home. I once walked an ant because I walked through bushes through a parking lot and an ant got on my arm. And I walked all the way through the parking lot to the other side and I noticed he's on my arm. And I said, oh, little guy. So I went and I took him off and I put him down across the parking lot. And all of a sudden he was this baby ant and there were all these big, giant ants around him. And I thought, oh no, I'm putting him back into harmful space. Like these ants are going to kill him. He's not going to make it. He's going to be dinner for one of them. And he was all upset. So I pick him back up. And I walk him back to the other side of the parking lot where I walked through the bushes and I found his people and I put him on the bush and now he lived his life. He was back with his people. So this is what I mean. This is what this card means. This is what this means. And he pulled for you. And I know this guy and he, like me and like you, like there's a love there. There's a deeper love for life that's happening. And I see it pulling a lot. I see that source, remember source energy is what creates us. So I am, when you hear I am God, which is what this I am means, I'm a manifestation of source. You're a manifestation of source. We're like the Play-Doh machine. The source put us into a Play-Doh machine and out came you and out came the ant and out comes the plants and out comes your mean boss, sorry, or whoever it is that's bothering you. They're all manifestations of source, even the little seedlings that may not understand us. So it's about us really learning to love everything, basically. Love everything. Even a mosquito, don't get me wrong, if he bites me, fair game, but I'll shoo him away first. Okay, so they also want you moving into a little bit of a silent phase. So what that means is when we have to move into a silent phase, it means to me that we've been talking so much and sharing so much and trying to kind of make things happen and trying to heal things and fix things and adjust things. And we've been spending a lot of time outside of ourselves. So what we want to do is we just want to stop talking completely, really limit your words, limit the energy that you're spent that's being expended on things that are not changing, that are not healing, that cannot be adjusted or moved, that are out of your control. So moving into a silent phase means more like develop that relationship with you, a little closer self-love relationship with you. I remember when I moved into a silent phase, the craziest thing, no one noticed I stopped talking. It was bizarre. I just stopped talking. Now, mind you, I wasn't sad. I was like, I'm not talking because no one's listening. I wasn't in a negative phase. I was in a beautiful phase. I was just so in love with myself and my guides. And I was so happy that I didn't need to be like, hey, guess what? It's great in here. Or, hey, you would be so much better if you did this. No, I was so like content and happy with my life and myself. I didn't need to speak. And I still to this day exist in a silent phase most of the time. I don't feel the need to talk anymore or like affect or change. Or sometimes I get there, but the moment I want something to happen or I'm ambitious or trying to make things happen, that's when things get out of wonk. And I'm like, stop. And I hear allow everything to be as it is and move into a silent phase and get that relationship back with yourself before you're spending it outside of yourself. It's time to slow down a little bit too. So again, I said this earlier, but you know, I'll get to, oh, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to do that. I'm too busy. I have to do that. And I have 5 things that I have to do. And I have, 2 minutes to get them done. And what happens is we're always living in the next moment. And we're always living like I'm doing laundry, thinking about dishes. I'm doing dishes, thinking about leaving. I'm leaving, thinking about where I'm going. When I'm going, I'm thinking about what's happening next. Versus, and we do it, we all do it, but we're not living our best lives that way. So when I catch myself doing it, I was telling someone earlier, I will get my phone and in like 2 minutes, the moment I hear myself, I don't have time for that, I will sit here until I know that that is not true. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And it's tough. And I even find myself in a minute in, and I'm like, oh my God, I got to call a doctor. And I'm like, no, 1 more minute to go.
Right.
You know, but at that time, what I do is I remember that it's beautiful to just breathe. I remember it's beautiful just to exist. I remember that everything is okay as it is, exactly as it is right now. I remember to allow life to flow. I remember if I'm feeling like chaotic energy, that it's not mine, and just to release it. Then from when I take that time to slow down, I'm enjoying my walk downstairs. Yes, I have to go downstairs to leave to go do 12 things, but now I'm enjoying the time it took to walk down there. I have to get my keys out of my purse anyway. Now I'm just enjoying getting my keys out of my purse. I'm enjoying feeling it. I'm enjoying feeling the coldness. I have to do it anyway. I have to walk down the stairs, get my keys, and get my purse. I may as well enjoy it versus that's oh, I don't have time, right? And we tend to glitch like that. We glitch into time. And I would like us to reset and get out of time. So now I do see, again, this energy. I'll tell you, this energy for me, this person, do you see that person with the rooster on the head?
With what again?
The rooster. That person's got a rooster on his head. And there's a person sitting on his back, and he's so tired underneath. He's ragged, that guy.
Kind of, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All right. See that guy? And see that guy?
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to say, when I pull this card for me, this is someone who's in my life. This person runs me around and it's like, I don't care that you need a break. You're going to work harder. I don't care that you're tired. It's not good enough. I don't care that you have a doctor's appointment. I'm more important. Just not honoring my boundaries, like not honoring anything.
I know who that is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So this person exhausts me and does not respect me and doesn't truly care about me. I'll be honest. This person in my life, I'm not going to project that on you,
Right.
but this particular person in my life doesn't care that they exhaust me at all. And no matter what I've said, and no matter how many times I've spoken, and no matter how many times I've tried to explain myself, nothing has ever changed. So what does that mean for me? Is that I've had to protect myself against that energy. I'm not saying this person's bad. I don't judge that person as bad. That person is the way they are. And the truth of the matter is I'm choosing. I make a choice to have this person in my life because it's a choice. And so I need to honor that and own that. I'm not like, oh, it's out of my hands. No, we are grown women and we can make our own choices and decisions. So I choose to have this person in my life. But what I'm also learning to do is I also have to stand up for my self-care and my boundaries, because this person will not. They will suck the ever-loving life out of me if I let them. They will not stop, no matter what I've ever done. So I have managed my energy and my boundaries, and I don't like to cause fights with this particular person. That's not someone I choose to fight with, but it is someone that I'm like, look, I have to take this certain time off for me, and I'm going to set my boundaries on this because I've talked to me. And it's not about you because they'll take everything from you. It's about me. And so I will have to put my foot down in these certain circumstances. And my life has been much better because of it. So that's how this is in my life. Yeah. All right. So I do see that it's time for the Yellow Brick Road adventure. Yay. That means that there's some changes happening. There's some new paths ahead of you. There's some light paths ahead of you that is part of your destiny. That's part of your spirit's journey. That's part of your life's purpose here. And it is right in front of you right now. So when I see, to have the courage to do it, it's because we don't want to be afraid to take these chances and these changes and this new adventure. We don't want to allow that fear. And we all have that fear, like, what if, I don't know, this is irresponsible. We have fear there. But they're asking you for courage, and they're telling you that they are overseeing this journey, whatever that may be. And it could be even a mental journey or a spiritual journey. You may not have to, burn your life away. You may just want to take some beautiful steps towards the light energy, whatever that means, for you, finding the light, bringing that light energy back in. You know what it means, that adventure and that change. So they're asking you to have that courage to move away from that fear, figure out what that fear is and kind of exit out. Like, no, thank you, Amazon. I don't want that gift card. X. Wait, you do? No, thank you. No, thank you. Because sometimes you can feel a little like an outsider watching this beautiful journey and watching that path and saying, oh my God, like it looks amazing over there, but you know, I can't because I'm afraid of these things. And it's making you feel a little like an outsider, watching this whole beautiful world unfold, but you're kind of stuck behind these locked gates. But the reality is the key is in your back pocket when you so choose to open the door. There's nothing really stopping you from taking this choices but fear in the mind. So some things have happened to you in your past that you're holding on to, and they're clinging to you. And you know, every time you even think about maybe taking a step forward, your past creeps back in and reminds you of all the stuff that maybe why, and you like repeat it, and you've been through some stuff, and it like all that does is right when you're feeling healthy, your past is going to come in and say, no, we want you back down here. It's funner down here for us. And it's like stale old energy, and it starts playing like an old recorded DVR system, like it recorded an old show for you, and it's in there. And the second you get a little like low on your energy, it's going to pop on. It's going to replay this old thing. And you're like, I don't want to go there. Like that was a long time ago. I don't need to go repeat this and make myself feel bad about this and tank my energy. And then before you know it, you're not feeling healthy. And before you know it, your mind, so the past clinks in, your mind links to it, and before you know it, you're a mess in your brain. You don't feel like you can do anything. So be aware that our brain, everybody's brain does this. It's not just yours. We have to update our computer minds and say that's a glitch in my system. I did that software update last week. No, thank you. That no longer serves me. Exit out. It's not serving you. It's an old stuff. It's like, no. When my past tries to mess with me, I don't even go there at all. It's not allowed in my field at all. And I mean, the past is what happened 10 minutes ago. What happened 10 minutes ago is the past. And I don't bring it back in. 10 minutes ago, I may have glitched, had some kind of like energetic outburst of weirdness, but it's over now. Oh, whoops, my bad. I spewed nonsense due to some energetic glitch. I'm sorry. Let's move on from that. It's over. I don't need to go back and do it again. Right now, I need to make a healthier choice for myself and monitor my energy a little better. I just kind of, you know, I had a pop quiz and I got an F on it. My bad. I'll try better. I'll study next time. I swear. Right? Whoops. Yeah. So just watch that. And even if your mind goes into this crazy, you know, glitched thing, and even if it goes on for a day or 2 days, because right now I've gotten to where I can monitor it pretty quickly, but I've been studying for many years, so sometimes it'll be a week or 2 weeks and your mind's all feeling weird. Again, it's okay. Glitch it out, reset. It's just, oh, whoops, I glitched. Hit my reset button, hold the red button down for 30 seconds, and it's over. Right. It's over now. Clear the trash out, empty the trash, done. No need to go back.
Love it.
Yeah, me too. I do that often. I have to. Otherwise, I'm feeling weird. Otherwise, I'm feeling bad. Like if I'm like, oh my God, why did I do that? Oh my God, why did I say that? Why did I let that happen? I'm going to turn myself into a mess, and I'm not going to be able to help anyone, and definitely not myself. It is time for a breakthrough, and this time is going to feel very intense. The existence is letting you know it's literally got your hand here. So it's moving. When I see intensity, that means that sometimes this stuff is out of our control. It's moving. It's going to move. It's going to be fast. You're going to be like, kind of what's happening, and it's just happening. And this breakthrough is happening, but they're letting you know that they're monitoring the situation, and that it's time for you to integrate what you learned in the dark and the light, and what you learned from the different energies, and it's time to move them all together and kind of flower. And whatever guilt you're holding on to, you got to let that go, because it's going to try to mess with you. It's going to try to get in your way. So you're going to move 4 steps forward, and then the guilt is going to pop back in and try to tank you again. So monitor that guilty feeling, whatever that is. Also, it's a glitch. It's of the past. You need to just exit out. No guilt, no fear, no feeling like an outsider, no clinging to the past, and monitor that mind to keep it clear. And it's something that we have to do all the moments by, you know, slowing down, checking where our energy is. If our energy is spent too much in our head, that's when things start getting weird. So you want to ground yourself with the senses, clear listening, Clear listening, meaning I'm just going to listen. I'm not generating any words or thoughts or opinions about what I'm listening to. I'm feeling things. And I know we're going back to kindergarten here, but this is the simplicity that grounds your energy out of the mind and allows for healing. So like, I don't know if you were on, but I was saying earlier, when you feel something, and it's a little meditation, let's call it. I want you to practice just feeling it. Feel the texture, feel the way it moves, just feel it. Not like, oh, this is black. Oh, this is velvet. Oh, I wonder what all those symbols mean. Oh, it's probably from China. Oh, we're not going to have that anymore. Oh, we should just bomb China. Oh, we're all going to die. The world is over, right? That's what our mind does to us all the time, right?
Right.
So we need to control the little things to start with. Control the way you feel things here, and not allow that mind to do what the mind does. It's a big supercomputer. It analyzes by default. So you're the soul, the master of it. So you train it and practice with the small things. Clear listening, clear feeling, clear looking, clear smelling. Practice just smelling the soap, smelling the laundry. Just smell it. Just look at the texture of it. First of all, you're taking back your time when you're doing it. But don't be like, oh my God, I don't have time for this. What's wrong with me? Oh my God, this bottle's from, who knows, China. Oh my God, that we're going to poison our water system, and this plastic is going to kill our world, and we all should just self-destruct over laundry. Like, that's how our mind plays tricks on us. So we have to train ourselves to just watch it. Watch the blue liquid. Smell it. Just smell it. Don't think poisons, toxins, chemicals. Just smell it. Just touch it. Just listen. Clear listening is such a beautiful meditation. What that does is it gives your mind something to do besides thinking. That's what we want to do. Because our mind's thinking all the time, that's when it glitches. So if we can just boil it down to baby senses that we learned in kindergarten, we can ground our energy into the body. And this is where peace lies. This is where your peace lies, that you seek, that we all seek. And we all practice it. I practice it often. The moment I get in my head about stuff, the first thing I'm doing is stopping and listening. Clear listening. Or clear looking. If there's something I can smell, I will sit there and just smell it, move it around, take back my time, and give myself a few minutes, get out of the mind, ground my energy into the body, and now my glitch is over. Then I reset, hit my reset button, dissolve my past, which was 5 minutes ago when my brain glitched into strangeness, and now I'm feeling healthy again. And I monitor my energy all day like this. If we all did this, we'd all be feeling better.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
Real quick, so you were were they trying to tell me about career or anything? Or what were you saying before, like it's already here for me, or it's already, what did you say earlier?
Some things are changed. Something is coming. Something is changing. Something is coming. It's going to be a new adventure, and it's going to feel very intense. But we just don't know what that means, and we don't want to predict what it means. We just want to understand that it is destiny and that it's being monitored by our guides, that the universe may have to change some things and glitch some things, and not to panic when it happens.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That's
just allow it to be and trust it. So don't hold on tight like you're going to control it. Just honor it and love it and say, I trust you. Where are we going?
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Jesus, take the wheel. I love that song. I love it. Yes, Jesus, take the wheel. Yeah, and it may not be something crazy, but it might feel crazy to you. We just, we don't know. And it might feel like, I can already see there's going to be a little bit of fear there, and things are going to pull up. So you're going to have to get yourself through this. And the only way to get yourself through it is by some light energy, some meditation, some practice, some of these practices. So you don't want to go glitchy.
Okay.
Okay.
That was wonderful. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you so much. I needed to see you guys tonight. I really did. I had about 4 unexpected things hit me in the last hour, and I was like, reset, 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 burn that past up. Yeah, I'm not going there. I can't. It's okay. Allow, accept. To not accept what is to not accept the reality of life Eckhart Tolle says it's insanity, right? To not accept what's happening right in front of you. It's right in front of you. So for us, like, no, stop. Why? What does that change anything ever? Has that ever in the history changed anything? It really hasn't. We just have to say, okay, all right, let's allow this. Let's see. And then we make choices on how we move forward based on healthy decisions of self-love and self-care, whatever that may be. Right? Okay.
Hey, real quick,
Yeah.
do you help teach then? Because I am interested in opening my spirituality, I should say.
Yeah. And you're ready for it. Trust me. All that stuff that just pulled. I'm gonna start doing some online classes because that's probably gonna be the best solution for me to reach everyone. I think thank you for saying that. Yes, I need to do that. I taught some workshops this past weekend. They were phenomenal. Everyone loved them. They were beautiful. They worked. It was great. So I'm going to actually, let's see, it's May. So in June, I'll come up with a schedule and I'll just do some online classes, make them affordable for people. It'll probably be like 1 or 2 times a week, something, or like maybe like a 2-hour class on Saturday. I needed 4 hours on that one workshop. So maybe I'll figure out how to work that out. But thank you, Christina, for that. I'm definitely going to work on that. 100%.
Well, I trust you and because you do a wonderful job and I would love to learn from you.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. I mean that. I mean that means a lot to me. It really does because it just really means a lot to me. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Thank you for saying that. All right. Love you.
I love you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi, Maggie. Hi, Maggie. How you doing? Yes, that is you. Hi, Maggie. So I got to check my comments because, so Afia, okay, so Albert, let me just go right here. Guys, I know I've been chit-chatting because I like to chit-chat a lot, but Albert and Afia, if you are still, and Jennifer, if anyone wants a reading and you're in the chat and you're still listening, just let me know. Oh, here we go. Let's see. And home to me. Yay, Jennifer. I'm glad to hear that. Let's see this one. Truly amazing, exactly me. My life is at a crossroads. Crossroads are not necessarily negative. Crossroads are usually a realignment back into the light. So let's trust them. Let's not be afraid of them. Okay? Because they're out of your control anyway. So let's love the process. Shadow work is so hard. It is so hard. It's so hard. So hard. And everything I'm telling you guys, I do every day. Practice every day. Some days are better than others. Recently, it was my birthday. I've had a lot of parties and stuff. And I have to say my shadow has been staring at me. And I'm staring at it and it's staring at me. And I don't know who's winning quite yet. But I got to love it too. That's what the yin and the yang means. If I hate my shadow, or I'm mad at my shadow, or I'm angry at my shadow, the shadow is like, yeah, the shadow wins. The shadow loves my pain. So if I'm in pain and I want it to not be there, it wins. So the trick of the shadow work is to love it. I know it's hard. So we got to love it. Like, oh my gosh, I just made 12 bad choices. Okay. All right. Self-love and self-care means that I was in a shadow. I was in a lower energy. I'm going to love the lessons that were learned. I'm going to love what I experienced because I can't unexperience it. Forgive myself, accept the choices that were made. Understand, of course, there will be consequences for my choices. Honor thy lessons and make a healthier choice right now. Reset. Burn that past up. Don't hold on to it. Don't keep going back. Don't wish you hadn't done it. Okay? Good luck. We're all there. We're all trying to do the same thing. And so anyone who's still in the messages, I'm trying to get down at the bottom. Oh, okay. Okay, so I have Veronica and Afia. So Maggie, are you okay to hang on? Because I'm going to do one reading from in there, and then I'm coming your way. Are you okay to stay? Yeah? Okay. All right, so I'm going to get to Veronica and Afia. Okay, here we go. Let's go with Veronica first. All right, it's late, so I'm going to talk quick. Pay attention. Oh my goodness. We do have some stuff going on, huh, sweetheart? Okay, I'm going to talk fast. That change that you're wondering about, that you're thinking about, that you're not really sure, that change, yeah, it's time. Well, let me move myself. It's time for the change. It's time for you to be able to share your gifts and your knowledge and your wisdom and your voice with the world. Not the way it's been right now, because right now you're in an environment where you've not been conducive. It's not been a beautiful, loving, compassionate environment that's allowed you to share who you truly are or be who you truly are. So you've had some ideas, some visions, some thoughts about releasing some of this and about kind of getting your freedom back and moving forward with your life. And I want to let you know that those ideas, that thing that you've been thinking about, the thing that you haven't told anyone, but it's like it's in the back of your head, it's time to move forward with that now. And the universe is honoring this decision, and they're going to do whatever they can to help you out, right? Because you're exhausted and you can't continue to live in the environment that you've been in. You have someone in your life that does not really wish you the best of intentions. They might have a pretty face, but behind that, they don't want what's best for you. And so they're actually harming you and hurting you more than helping you. And the universe doesn't like to see that happen to one of its beautiful lightworker beings, such as yourself. And you are an ascended master here. So what that means is when you're an ascended master, that means that you're the very, very powerful being. And you probably have all this energy and these things that have happened to you and the stuff that's going on in your head. And you've probably never really told anyone about it, or never really shared that, because you haven't really had the availability to share this knowledge with other people, because you're so, believe it or not, you're actually so powerful that when you're that strong and you have that much energy to share, and you can affect that many people, that you can actually, it's a lot, I know, but elevate the vibrations of the planet. There are other forces at work, lower energetic forces that don't want your energy to be free. Conversation for another time about what it is, but what that means is certain people and certain circumstances are put in your life to keep your energy closed off because you'd be too powerful with it released. So, and once you make that decision to kind of free your energy and to move forward in this path, understand there's a little bit of stuff that's going to step up your antics. So it's not going to be like smooth sailing, right? You're going to be a little bit like in a war zone, but you're going to be okay because the universe is asking for this change, and the universe will never leave you unattended. So even though things may seem like intense, you built a house on sand and a hurricane is coming. We need to move you. And the universe is like, come here. We have a giant brick house for you with a giant brick fireplace with major stability that you are seeking, that you deserve, so that we can relax your energy, free your energy, so that you can do the work that you've been meaning to do here. All right. This is a relationship thing. I'm sure you know that. So the yellow brick road awaits for you, Dorothy. The tornado is coming for your house. Sorry. Not funny, but it's time. So that yellow brick road is open. The light is open. We have an entire world waiting for you and waiting to hear what you have to say and waiting to hear your words of wisdom, waiting for you to heal. Do not be afraid. Do not allow fear to stand in your way. Fear comes from the other guys. Trust comes from us. So we're the lights, and we're light workers, and you're part of our team. We're part of our tribe. You're part of who we are. So the light is never going to let you fall, and it's never going to let you get hurt. Things may need to shift and change in a way that can feel a little scary at times. But if you trust us and you trust the light, I promise you, no one's going to let you down, and you're not alone. We're always going to be here for you. Now, you have a whole lot of people in your life. I don't know a whole lot of people. You have people in your life that are giving you their opinions about what's right, what's wrong, what should happen, what should not happen. And they're talking, and they want you to listen to them. Go to the right, go to the left, go to the right, go to the left. And you're like, I don't want to do any of that. And the truth is that okay, we're going to rise above Ascended Master Lotus Flower, and we're going to honor their words and their messages, but we're going to become clear like water and allow their messages to flow through us. Because they're coming from a place of love. These are probably people who are close to you, and they're trying to tell you what to do. It's right out of love, most likely. But you can't accommodate everyone, especially now. You have to gain that self-love and that relationship back with yourself. So you're going to allow their talking to flow through you. You're going to move into your inner self, and you're going to learn how to take care of yourself right now, because you're the only one who can do it. Not everyone giving you their opinions. And I don't even want you to like, okay, yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, maybe I can do that. All right, I'll try to figure that out. That's not for you right now. You're going to just let them vent, let them listen, smile and nod, virtual hug, and say goodbye. Meditate, reset, let it go. You're still going to do what's right for you, not what's right for them. They're letting me know that you're aware of this, and that you're aware of what has to change, and what you're aware of all this, of what I'm saying. Your eyes are no longer kind of hidden. You've pulled the curtain back, and you're like, I see the puppets behind here. So, there's that lack of compromising energy that's in your life. So it's like, can't you just meet me halfway? No, black or white. There's like this beautiful gray area. There's no gray area. Well, maybe if we could just talk about it. No, we're not talking about it. It's my way or the highway. So that can be very frustrating to, especially a soul like yours, very sensitive and an ascended master and a healer. When you're with someone who's so rigid and nothing will change, your energy will begin to dwindle and become very tired, and your chakras will close, and you're cut off from source, and lots of unhealthy things can happen. So we need to get you back to your ascended mastery, where you can connect back with nature, and you're like a little fairy sprite. So you can hug a tree, and a tree can hug you back. You know things before they happen. You sense things before they happen. You sense how everyone is feeling all the time, because you're filtering your energy right through them all the time. So you want to make sure that you're maintaining your spiritual health, but it's difficult in this environment because you're right now in protection mode. And so whatever you're feeling guilty about, guilty is just a weight from the other side, along with fear. It's just trying to keep your energy trapped. So don't feed into it. We have the light. We're going to release that guilt. We go for forgiveness, acceptance, releasing the past, letting it go, stay with the light, follow the yellow brick road. Guilt is on the outside where the crazy monkeys live. And so is your past. Crazy monkeys in the Wicked Witch of the West, that's where they live. We don't want you to let it go. Let that guilt go. We can't go back. We can't fix it. We can't undo it. Any amount of guilt is just further trying to strap you down and keep you there. So it is time for you to move through this change. Okay, you have the courage to do it, and you're not alone. We're always here for you. I promise. Wow. All right, Deborah. So you are not too late for a reading, and Althea, you're not too late for a reading, but I am going to get to Maggie, and then I'm going to get to Veronica and Deborah, and these are the last two readings that I'm going to do for the night. Or three. I got Maggie, then, but Deborah, let me know if you're still there. You're welcome, Veronica. Well, good luck to you. There you go. So Deborah and Veronica, like I said. All right. Maggie, ready to come on? Okay. There we go. Bring. Okay, mouse. Where are you? There we go. Hi, doll.
Hi. How have you been?
I am lovely. Better now that I've been here. It was a little. I had an interesting day, but my energy is better just being here with you guys. I've really been thinking about doing this every day. But the only time I can fit it in is like the 7:15 to 8:15 hours. So I'm like, I don't know. But I'll probably be reaching Europe at that point because they're like at night there. But
yeah, you're running late.
I'm running late. But I napped. I took a long nap, so I'm feeling pretty good.
That's good.
I'm feeling really good. All right, let's do it. Let me take her off here right here. Okay. All right, let's take a couple of breaths, Maggie. Okay. Oh my goodness. Keep talking to me, huh? All right, enough. Okay, so you're in an energetic environment that's full of morals. What that means is if you're going to be a good person, this is how you have to behave. And if you're not behaving this way, then you're a bad person. So there's a whole lot of judgment around you. There's a whole lot of this is the right way to do things. And if you're not doing things the right way, then you're just bad and you're wrong. This is the way things should be done. And this is the way things should not be done. And so it's kind of tough with this strict, stringent, rigid energy that's in your life because it's non-flowing. There's no kind of a compromise. There's no working together. There's no, well, there's another side to things. There's no other side to things. Things are just like this. There's no other way. So that can be very, very tough. And it can really beat you down, because your opinion doesn't matter to someone like that, really. And whatever your opinion is, it's probably not the right one unless it's exactly what they say. So unless you're just supposed to agree constantly and be exactly like a little drone and just do everything that this person says all the time, you're not going to make this person happy ever, because their morals are so out of whack. And so they picked it up from the past, and just so it's almost like they have so much control, they can't imagine entertaining some other idea because it would be too loose or too spontaneous or too carefree. So this person is the opposite of that, controlled and tough and unmoving and unwavering and just controlled, right? So the thing is that's not who you are, and that's not who you're meant to be, and that's not, you're like a star. You're like a beautiful like girl sitting on a lily pad with this space in front of her who just wants to ascend and be a master, and you have so many gifts inside of you and so much power inside of you. You're also an ascended master here, which means you're very, very, very powerful, which means that last reading that I gave to her also applies to you. And I'll be honest, not everyone pulls an ascended master card. I'm not saying not everyone is it, but to have the ability to come here into this world and actually make a difference and actually heal people who are around you, heal your families, heal your neighbors, heal your friends. But if you're in an environment where healing, that would be ridiculous, and you would never be able to even speak of something like this. You can't even say any of this out loud to anyone because of the amount of harsh judgment that you would be received. It's caused you to just shut down. It's caused you to just stop flowing. And what happens is that when your energy is around all this harsh energy for your particular soul, your chakras close. And I didn't read that in a book. I saw it happen. I felt it happen because I lived in an environment like that. And at the same time, I was trying to get out, and I opened a spiritual studio, which of course this person, I was a rebel. I mean, I was ridiculous for even thinking or doing anything like that. But I did it anyway, because I was like, at that point, I'm like, I'm going to do what I need to do for myself. And so when I was at my spiritual studio, I didn't know anything about chakras. I heard people talk about them. I didn't know a lot about them. But I was so open and so loved and so healthy. And I felt all this energy flowing from the universe down to my body. Again, I wasn't sure that there were chakras there at this time. I didn't know it. But I was in such a beautiful open space. Well, I had to go home. I had to go home after my beautiful day. And the second I walked in the door, I'm not kidding you, I felt this. I felt them close up, and I went like jolt, and all of that beautiful flowing energy completely stopped because my body protected itself against that harmful energy that it did not want inside of my soul. So it closed itself off to it automatically, which was crazy. It was a crazy experience. And at that point, I realized the reason why I'm not feeling healthy here is because my whole chakra system, my energy flowing system is completely shut down for self-preservation. And it was at that point I realized for my health, for my safety, and for my well-being, I needed to make a change and make sure that my environment was conducive to my soul, whatever that means, you know? Now, I want to let you know that I do see some traveling and I see some movement. So I see things, to me, what traveling means is like things are going to be, you know, changing, moving. Things are going to be a little bit different. You know, we're going places, we're doing things. I see that friends, you're going to need some solid friends here. Not friends who are taking from you, not friends who are draining your energy, not friends who actually don't want what's best for you, but friends who really honor and love you and are part of your tribe. And you may not have even met them yet, right? Are you there, baby? Or did you
Yeah,
flip?
I'm here, but can you? I don't think the screen is moving.
That's okay, as long as you can hear me. I just want to make sure. So friends on equal footing means that they are like you, like they are also like lotus flowers, because you're like a lotus flower and you're around a lot of people who don't understand who you are at all. We call them sheep, but like I said earlier, I love sheep. So it's not like I'm saying like they're bad people. They're super cute little fuzzy animals, but you're like a lion, you're a lioness. And you're trying to relate to them and they're like, you're so, I just don't get it. And so you're like living this life of like, I don't know, the Kardashians or whatever, like something that's, it's just not really who you are. But every time you've tried to share who you are, you just were looked at like you have a third eye, which you do. So I want you to find your tribe. You are not around your people. You've been held down and you've been trying to understand who you are through the eyes of people who could never understand you. And like I said, you have the ability to be a lotus flower blooming in self-consciousness here on this earth time in this particular lifetime. And all around you, you have baby seedlings, little seedlings still in the dark. They don't understand what a lotus flower means. They're still in the dark. They might not even understand what a sprout is. They're like, yoga's weird. Who does yoga? That's so weird, right? So kind of like that. Whereas you're like a yoga master, you could have been, you know. I see a lot of stress. I see a lot of stress around you. So it's like you have so many things going on and it's draining your energy and you can't take on anything else. You're juggling this and you're juggling that and you're juggling this. What that's meant to do is to trap your energy further, because you're so powerful. If your energy was released and flowing, you could heal large pockets of the human race. You could heal large energy. I know that's a lot for you to intake right now, but you could heal like the planet and raise the vibrations. You're actually that powerful of a being. But your stress is going to take all that energy from you, because there's other energy that likes to not let that happen, because it's a different energy source. It's a lower vibrational energy source. So if you were to rise up and be with the light, you're joining our side, and it's going to try to keep you down by throwing you more things to stress you out and more things to derail you and more things to keep your energy low. So as a light worker and an ascended master, it's up to you to fight that, not fight it, but train harder. It's about training harder. It's about, you know, if I were to not do my training and just let the stress overtake me, I also wouldn't be able to share my gifts, my knowledge, and my energy, because I would be too tired and too stressed out to do it. So make sure that you're not dwelling there for too long. And if you do, it's okay. You'll just have to do this all over again next lifetime.
We'll have to do that again.
Now and just, you know,
right. Get it over with.
Or you just get it over with. Your guides are speaking to you, so you have a lot of intuition. Again, you are a fully flowering lotus flower here. You have such abilities. You could be doing what I'm doing right now if you so choose to do it. You could join me and we could work together. Actually, you're that powerful.
You want to know what's funny is, or when you were given the other reading, I was thinking you should be listening to this because I think it's for you. But I was doing my other thing, so it's funny that you mentioned it.
Yeah, you pulled the same cards, like two of the same cards that she did, but you pulled an even third card. Even you pulled another card that's even like, you're there, like you're right there. You're so ripe to, you're flowering. You're there.
It's also kind of weird because I'm more of a strict like control to make things work because I have so much. I need system in my life. So I'm more of the rigid. But a lot of my family and stuff, when I try to tell them like to be woke and to know what's going on, they think I'm a little bit weird.
Yeah,
because I'm 10 years into this and they're just learning.
Yeah. So now, if you said, did you say you're a little more strict and a little more rigid? Because that could be why that card pulled. That energy is coming from you, which you picked up from many years back. But you want that will stop your energetic flow from happening, and that will stop you from reaching mastery level and flowering. If you're so rigid here, due to lack of control when you were younger, there probably wasn't enough kind of control there.
I did a lot of mistakes. So I'm very like, you have to do this so you don't mess up and go there.
Yeah. So be careful of that energy though, a little bit. Make sure it's in balance. Make sure it's not out of balance. You know, it did pull the first card that pulled, which means it's the most important one that you need to know right now. Is about that morality, the morals, too many morals, too much judgment of right and wrong, too much strictness, too much. This is too much of that. So wherever that fits, put that there and honor that.
Okay.
I see some guilt. I see some guilt, meaning that some things have happened that we go back and we're repeating and we're thinking about it. We're like, why did that happen? Why did I do that? What. So that guilt is going to pull your energy down. So like, these are things that are pulling your energy down. You have such power to you, but the moralities, the stress, the guilt is blocking you from flowering, from really making that like that last step, the lotus flower is opening. It's like opening, you know? And it's like you have this idea, you can see what could be, you can see this amazing world, but you feel like you're kind of stuck because of all these real life circumstances they have you kind of trapped here. But the gate is open, and all of those things that you think are stopping you are false, and it only generated by the mind alone. So watch that mind, because there's nothing stopping you from making these changes except for old stale mind patterns that you picked up from many years ago. Okay. And they no longer serve you now. Okay. So it's time to heal those and monitor them. You know, they pop in, exit them out. No, thank you. Kristen told me about this. No, thank you. We are to watch our mind there. It's time to develop that self-love relationship. So we have to figure out how to take care of you, and you're the only one who can do that. And what that means is no more like sending all your energy outside, taking care of everyone else all the time, taking care of everything. Everything has to be taken care of out here. But you're completely neglecting yourself on a personal self-love, self-care level. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, it happens to a lot of us. Obviously it does. And it's not easy to turn that energy around, because it feels like we feel guilty for doing that, but we also feel selfish. We feel like it's not right because we've been told that we're the caregivers, that we have to give and give and give and give and give. But if you're giving, and there's nothing left for you, you're going to stay here. You're not going to feel healthy. You're not going to flower. You're not going to live your destiny. So what I want you to do is start making those baby steps in self-care. Baby steps, whatever they might be, even if it's, I don't feel like doing the laundry right now, I'm going to sit down and watch a show, even though my laundry needs to be done. Bam. Can't feel guilty about that. That's a little bit of self-love there. If you're that tired, trust me, there's always 12 loads waiting for you. Little things like that. Little things like not rushing, doing 12 things when you know you only have time for 5 things. Just baby steps in self-care. Take a little class that you like, or find your tribe. I would like you to get out there to find a little more light people like us that you can really relate to and begin to talk openly about some of this stuff, versus some of the other people are like, you're just weird. I mean, we love them, they're in our lives, but they don't understand us. Like my whole family, when I talk to them, they think I'm completely weird. My mother's just like, I don't believe in any of this, even though she's more powerful than I am. And I don't even know how she glitched into that, because I watched her do this my whole life. But as she's gotten older, she's like, I don't want to do, you know, everything you're doing is weird. I'm like, okay, right. It's okay. But I'm not basing my self-worth on her opinion of me. And I'm not even upset about it. It's just she doesn't understand. And that's okay, you know? So also moving into a little bit of a silent phase, which just means don't stop trying to, you know, fix everything and get people to understand your point of view, and you're talking, and I want you to get it, and I want you to feel this way, and you're wasting your time and energy on things that are not meant to be changed right now, not meant to be affected. So this is a little key meditation. It's a tricky one. Want nothing. So yeah, meditate on that. It's not easy. When you find yourself wanting someone to feel a certain way, when you find yourself wanting someone to understand you, when you find yourself wanting someone to behave, you find yourself wanting a situation to happen, wanting, that energy is going to glitch you out. So they're asking you to move into a bit of a silent phase. Silent phase is where we gain our self-love, which means I'm not going to want you to feel any particular way. I'm just going to love Maggie right now. You can go be weird over there. You can go behave that way over there. You're going to do your shenanigans. Just do them over there. I'm going to move into silent phase. You might even be able to be around all the crazy shenanigans of the people and the situations and the life and the stress, but you're not wanting it to be different anymore. You're just going to move into your silent phase and focus on how to take care of yourself right now. And sometimes you're going to take yourself out of the equation. Take yourself out of it. And it's beautiful there. And it's surprising at how many people didn't even notice when I stopped talking. Nobody noticed. Not my kids, not my partner, no one noticed, except for, guess what? Things got a little quieter. And they were still talking. I just no longer engaged in lots of conversation with them. I kept it very kind of minimal. And it was a beautiful place there. It was silent there. It was quiet there. I do see some relationship stuff. I see some fighting. I see some sorrow there. So there's some stuff going on in a relationship. That fighting, again, is going to keep your energy low. A sorrow, we can't go back, we can't fix, we can't change, we can't undo. And I do see that you have some thoughts on a new vision, like a new idea, like maybe just what if. You probably haven't told anyone, but you know, what if this could be? What if I could do this? I want to let you know that new vision is being honored, and it's going to be a participation with friends and groups, a group of people. So you're can't do it all alone, but they're honoring whatever new vision you have coming. But it's the very last card, so you know, maybe it'll pop up. Maybe your idea will pop up. Maybe you have it already, but it's being honored. Okay.
Well, I'm actually helping 2 friends with their vision, so I'm helping them, but I'm part of it.
Oh, so that's what it is. Yeah, it's participation.
We all need me.
Yeah.
Everybody needs Maggie.
No, I love that, Maggie. They're honoring that. They're honoring that. So they're letting you know that that's a healthy situation, not an unhealthy one. But I also see that being a friendship thing. So also ensure that is an equal energetic exchange, not one that drains you from stress. So just monitor the energetic exchange there, okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. Keep in touch.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Maggie.
Bye.
Bye. All right, Deborah, that's you. Still here. Last reading because Afia is out, but which is fine because I'm super tired. That's amazing. Proud of your daughter. I would love a Christina Olsen got a reading. Mute on. Okay, we got everybody. Okay, last reading of the night. And Afia, I'll make sure to get you next time if you pop back on. I'm kind of getting tired. All right, Deborah. Take a couple breaths. Okay. All right. So, awesome. Good job. You're definitely, you know, very spiritual. You have some amazing spiritual abilities. They would like to bring up self-love and self-care and gaining that relationship and that honor and that spending some time with yourself, remembering what that feels like to just go outside, take a walk, pick a flower, sit by the lake, have a blanket, have a picnic, just with you though, no one else. Just being content with yourself. But in order to do that, we have to really relook at that relationship with yourself. I do see that, you know, you have some time ahead of you. So you're looking at a situation that might be changing, but you have a little bit of time there. They want to let you know that they are communicating to you. So they would like you to receive their messages. So it's like you are a radio receiver here in Antenna. And when you move into self-care, and this is an important thing, it's called the timeless dimension and the power of now and presence practice, right? So in the time dimension, things are very, 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 very busy and you're running around all the time and you're exhausted. You're exhausted because you're living in the time dimension. But when you click into the timeless dimension and the power of now, which means every single thing that's in front of you right now, the sounds, the sights, the touches, the smells, it's the only thing that you need to focus on right now. So they would like you to receive their messages because they are sending you messages. But sometimes you can't receive them because you have so many things that you're dealing with. Like you have that thing and that thing and that thing. Oh my God, you have like there's 2 other things. And don't forget about those 4 other things. You have so many things that you're dealing with right now. But what I like to do with that is to remind you, it's called no-thingness. So when something pops in your head and says, oh my gosh, you need to worry about this thing, I want you to be like, no, I'm not going to worry about that thing. I'm going to trust my guides to take care of that thing for me. What about these 4 things? You've got to be really concerned about those 4 things. What are you going to do? Let's sit around and think about all those things for 12 hours straight. In fact, let's not even sleep. Let's just think about these things. No, I'm not going to do that anymore. That no longer serves me. I'm going to allow my guides to handle those things for me. I'm not going to have a thing about anything anymore. No thingness. So watch how often you're making things out of things. Yeah, that's a thing. Just forget about that thing. No more things. So again, consciousness is communicating with you. The universe is communicating with you. You have some high-level guides watching out for you and taking care of you. They would like you to reconnect with nature. Go hug a tree. I know that sounds silly, but they want you to get to the timeless dimension, power of now, lack of no things, energy, which is where you can feel the energy of the trees and the bees and the birds and the butterflies and the flowers, and just really gain, again, that self-love and that self-care back with you, because you have a yellow brick road path ahead of you. You have an adventure coming. You have changes and movements and experiencing life again and falling in love with life again, and just really, you know, remembering what it's like to love being alive and to feel excited about where we're going. Oh my gosh, there's a new adventure. Where are we going? And it's been a long time since you felt that way. In fact, you don't feel that way at all anymore. But the reason is because your environment's very controlled and your energy is very, very controlled. And so you're not able to be free. You're not able to express yourself. You're not able to really set those boundaries. You're not able to feel the playfulness and love and gain that self-love and self-care and go to taking care of yourself, not only because you're exhausted, but your environment's being controlled. You have a very kind of strong, dominating energy in your life that's just like rebelsome and oppositional and just my way or the highway. But what that's created is you staring out of a window, watching the world go by and how beautiful it looks out there, but you are not going outside. You're not. You're just watching from behind closed doors, just not really imagining what taking that adventure might look like, or, you know, what the possibilities could be. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of possibilities out there. In fact, the world is waiting for you. We're waiting for you to come back. We're waiting for your energy to be free. No more postponing. No more postponing and watching everyone else live their lives. It's time for an adventure down your yellow brick road. Your guides will take care of you. I promise you're not alone. So we need to bring that playfulness back. Do you remember what that was like when you used to put music on and dance and laugh and sing and just giggle and just have fun and just be silly? We need that back. That's got to come back. So we need to find you sources of light energy. So take some baby steps and figure out maybe if there's a group or a church, meet up, yoga, even fitness, Zumba, go to a gym, something where there's some real light energy, something that makes you feel really good. Baby steps. Don't flood yourself all at once. Just take some little times, even if it's maybe just taking a walk outside and having a conversation with a neighbor, something small like that. They would like you to completely trust them. Your guides want you to trust them in this process, because I know sometimes there's a lot of fear and a lot of doubt and a lot of hesitation and, well, what if? Well, I don't know. Well, how am I? Well, what if, what am I going to do? Your guides in the universe, they're honoring this. They will take care of you if you let them and if you trust them. I promise they will take care of you. A lot of this stuff that you've had to deal with, you've been dealing with for so many lifetimes. So it's like past life stuff you're cleaning up in this lifetime, and clean it out now. If you don't, it's totally fine. Free will and choice. You just get to do it all over again next lifetime. Totally up to you. The choice is yours. I personally am working as hard as I can in this lifetime, so I don't have to do this all over again. Like, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? I'm doing it right now. Who do I need to forgive? Oh, I need to move forward. Let's do it. What does that look like? Because I don't want to have to go through what I went through all over again to get to this place, you know? I do see that this path is meant to be walked alone. So what that means is you're not going to be lonely. Do not be afraid of being lonely. There's a huge difference with feeling lonely and honoring and loving being alone, because you love your freedom and you love yourself and you love your life, and you're playing and you're dancing and you're singing and picnics and picking flowers, and just that self-love between you and the universe and your guides is the most beautiful relationship that we can have. So right now, that's what they're showing me. Okay, it's true. So you have the ability in this lifetime right now to reach spiritual maturity, which doesn't happen to everyone. Sometimes they got several lifetimes to go. What that means is you're coming into a full lotus flower bloom, where you have the potential to, in this lifetime, to reach a spiritual enlightenment of sorts. And what's so fun about that is when you reach this spiritual enlightenment, and you come back again, you come back with this spiritual enlightenment, which means, I don't know, you get to be a guru or a movie star and affect lots of people. You get to have lots of fun your next lifetime. Whatever work you put forth now and your past life stuff that you clean up, you get to keep those karma points for next time. What? All the more reason to make those changes now. I see some things that have happened to you in your past that you're having a kind of a hard time letting go of. But the thing is that's a weight in your energy. And it's a reason why you're not able to move forward in some things, because when you want to move forward, you can't let go of stuff that's happened. And it's getting in your head, and it's maybe telling you, I don't know what it tells you, but it's stuff that's personal to you. And I don't want to presume what it is. But I know for me, some things I can't let go of is like I'm holding on to things that aren't meant for me anymore. Sometimes maybe afraid of change or just trying to, right? But it's an old, stale, energetic pathway. And when it creeps in, it drops your energy, messes with your head, further exhausts you. So it's after all this little bit of, like I said, some patience. You have a little bit of time ahead of you. It's not going to happen right now, but it's coming. But once you're free, once your energy is free, and you've reached that spiritual maturity that, you know, you're destined to in this particular lifetime right now, if you so choose to take that adventure and walk down that path, you'll be able to fully integrate everything you learned from the light and everything you learned from the dark, and you become a full yin and yang, which means you love your past. You love what you've been through. You love your words and your wisdom, and you love yourself, even for all the darkness that you've been through. And the light is like, thank you. We love you too. So the yin and the yang is when we've learned to love our light and our dark together, versus struggling with our dark. What's wrong with you? You need to be better. All that nonsense. We have to love both sides in order to integrate fully and to reach our lotus flower position of enlightenment, which again, like I said, you have the spiritual maturity choice to make it in this particular lifetime. So yay, here's your ticket to Hogwarts. Gryffindor. Ravenclaw. Anyway, all right. I'm tired, y'all. But thank you so much. Oh, hold on to the past hurts. I know. It does hurt. And, you know, I like to reset my past, even as simple as 10 minutes ago. I know it seems like a lot. But I'm letting you know that the past and the choices and decisions and situations that happened, they happened from a lower energetic vibration pattern, a lower one. And when we've lowered our energetic vibration patterns, choices and decisions of the lower energy manifest. So things happen, things that are unhealthy. They happen down here. But as we move forward in our enlightenment, we click our energy up, and it becomes healed and a bit more healthy. But if we keep going back, we keep lowering our energy back, reliving the stale energy, we bring that old stale energy into our new vibration pattern, which can harm us and pull us back down. And we're trying to move forward, but then we get pulled back down and we're trying to move forward. So Eckhart Tolle and many of the master teachers say, burn it up the past, let it go. We cannot go back and fix it. We can't undo it. We can't make what happened not happen. The only thing we can do is accept the truth of the situation, accept the experience, accept that there were consequences. Perhaps we need to forgive our part. If we can't forgive someone else's, we can potentially forgive our part that we played in even allowing ourselves to experience something like that. Even allowing ourselves down in this energy where we had to experience some pain in our past. You know, we can forgive it, accept it, and let it go. I like to reset it. I hit the reset button and I move that past out of my energetic field because it no longer serves me now. Right now, I'm going to make a healthier choice. Back then, I failed that exam. I got a solid F. But now I get to make a choice, a conscious choice. And now I'm going to try to make better, like healthier, not better, healthier decisions for myself. That's all we can do. You know, that's all we really can do. All right. Let's see what else we got there. Thank you. You're welcome. All right, y'all. It is 11:14 at night. We missed 11:11. But I enjoyed being here with you tonight. I got a little bit of a late start. I feel like I got most everything out. I did readings all night. I was important. I had a plan on what I was going to talk about. But you know how Source works. People needed readings, maps, and healings. You know, these readings are healing. They heal me for sure. All right. I love you guys. I will see you Wednesday at 8 p.m. with Joseph, Facebook Live. Also, we have conversations with Ilanit on Tuesdays at 8. She's lovely to come, and she does some readings as well and some energy healing, and you know, she has a powerful message as well. But thank you for being here with me tonight. Love you guys very much, and I'll see you next Monday. Bye. All right, let's see. I gotta find my. Let's go here. No, not there. Let's go here. Bye. Mwah.